Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is a scene for all of Dublin and its many different beings, creatures of walks of life, who have an interest in the greener things that go on. In this scene, we welcome our guests to the luxurious Dublin Botanical Gardens. Now, upon this night, or rather this late afternoon, we have a garden party set up. And this occasion, the Dublin Botanical Gardens welcomes people to enjoy the space, and some food, and if they wish to attend future events, if they wish to be a patron of this space, this luxurious, all they simply have to do is just leave a token or so, inquire by one of the many people who are working for the Botanical Gardens. You're interested in leaving some green, speak to someone in green. We open the scene up to a couple of people, a chef, a botanist, and another chef. They're people of different statuses that have come together to design this space, who are very interested in what the night will hold. Violet, Aldrin.
I heard my name.
In the kitchen, Mr. Sharp will be looking for you. He walks around and clears his throat. Chef Foster. Chef Foster, where are you?
Violet will be coming around the corner, carrying, those thermal bags that are used to keep food either cold or warm.
Ah, Chef Foster, I see you're busy. My apologies. I do understand that even at the last minute, there are things to attend to. Are we ready to open the doors?
Yes, we are.
Of course, I'll go seek Sir Stuart and tell him. He'll kind of give her tilt of his head in respect. Not something one would often see with someone with such pointy ears, as he makes his way towards the entrance. Large glass doors, decked in black. There's a receptionist who smiles. She's not looking at him, she's looking to the doors. There's a crowd, security, and people waiting to enter. Mr. Stewart? As he says, he looks for Aldwin.
Alduin will be seen with a congregation of Boggans that he seems rather, his normal self. He is dressed for the occasion, in his best, and just giving small orders and just making sure everything is just so. But
Ah,
nothing. He doesn't seem like he's in a rush or panic.
Mr. Sharp will stop just a few feet away and clear his throat. Pardon the intrusion.
And yes, just make sure the delphiniums are set up the way I told you in the briefing yesterday.
The Boggins will nod
Or,
vehemently.
and turns around. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Stewart. Sir Stewart. Come to see if we're ready. Chef Foster says that we are, and are we set up in the front?
Of course we are.
Perfect. If you don't mind, I can do the honors.
Please do.
Mr. Sharp will make his way towards the doors and open it slowly. He'll smile at the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. The board of the Dublin Botanical Gardens welcomes you into our space and hope you have a wonderful afternoon with us. Please come in, collect information packets right here by our lovely receptionist. Do linger about. Soon the luncheon bell will be ringing, so that we might convene into the deeper area of the garden. Come on, and he'll kind of open his arms wide so people will come in. There are photographers who can flash their photos, some socialites with only the fanciest and most up-to-date cell phones. reading about Instagram. Yes, that's pretty. They bat their eyes at Mr. Sharp and Mr. Stewart, ooh and ah. What are the rest of you doing? Dylan, what are you doing? Sorry, Sir Christian.
Christian will enter the area. He's wearing a suit that's affordable to him, so off the rack at the thrift store with shoes to match, but very handsome nonetheless. Very handsome young man. Statuesque features, blonde hair, blue eyes, tall, athletic, bright bubblegum pink hair. His curls falling to his ears, and he's wearing a dragonfly brooch, and for the sake of it, since it's seamless, a bit of chain under his clothing, but he'll be wearing a suit. And, carrying a walking stick.
Mr. Sharp will extend a hand. Ah, good to see you. He's got the fake cut and definitely a she, but you've never seen him before.
He seems taken by surprise just at the extended hand, but he smiles amiably, takes it, shakes. Ah, my name is Christian.
Yes. Nice to meet you, sir. And Mr. Sharp. The smile he gives you is bright and dancing, but there's something weird about it. If he knows more than you'd like him to. His eyes are pleasant. You come in, take a seat. We've got plenty going about, and we're always happy to have people who are interested in the finer things in life.
I thank you for your hospitality, but we may leave sirs at the door. And he smiles, nods.
He nods again, gives you space to walk through, not barring you at all.
Sir Aldwin will greet Sir Christian with a smile, outstretched hand. Glad you can make it.
It would be improper to refuse a knight's invitation, but moreover, one whom I have shared a battlefield with. And he smiles and takes your hand and shakes it.
There's a pleasant smile. And his eyes will linger at your suit. And then will just say, well, make yourself comfortable.
He nods and moves to do so, admiring some of the botanicals, the plants.
Uh, just so I don't have to repeat it for everyone, most of the arrangements here are crafts 10 and above, so have fun. And for the arrangements of flowers, just not to be obnoxious about it, they're in the side chart. And he will kind of just stand next to Sir Sharp, just kind of doing the host thing.
Who will next come up?
Well, I
Let's
suppose.
get the Void Frost posse. Oh, I was gonna. Oh, you go ahead, Theodis.
Oh,
There's
no,
gonna be
it's
like
fine,
4
yeah.
of us when I show up.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. I suppose Theodis will be heading into the garden next. Young man of fairly average build, walks with a cane. Kind of dawdles. When he walks, he can't walk very quickly. So he very much moves at a snail's pace. He's kind of in. This is a fairly prestigious event, so he has something resembling a suit on, more formal attire, not just kind of a tweed jacket. So he's very much black suit, red tie, and yeah, we'll just head into the garden. I don't know if the host approaches him or not. Also, not sure what name the host goes by.
Aldwin.
Aldwin, just Aldwin.
Just
Okay,
Aldwin.
just Aldwin
Yeah.
Stewart, I assume.
He recently been in the papers, so you would know his name.
Yeah, I was just double checking, see if there's an alternate identity there that I'd need to go by.
Mm-mm.
No problem.
Okay.
I'm glad you could make it. And you looking
Does
at
have any site deactivated? I have to answer some questions based on that.
I was going to say no, but Aldwin has bizarre quality and changeling eyes,
yeah.
which is kind of
Yeah, he's gonna notice.
Yeah, there's something a little off about him.
Yes, I will trigger mind sight just because that's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get 2 successes.
It's mindsight. In order to actually see, I'll tell you something. In order to actually see if people are different, you need spirit sight or prime sight. Those are the sights that tell you if somebody is innately different.
Oh, I thought it was mind sight for changing. Never mind. I'll just use prime sight. I'll just reroll.
We can do the exact same. Prime sight doesn't actually tell you what they are. However, your ordinary person doesn't have a quintessence pool, basically doesn't have quint that flows to them. Aldwin most definitely does, but it's a weird kind of flavor of quint that you're not exactly familiar with. So there's something definitely not human about him, but you're not exactly sure what.
Okay, it's fine. I failed the initial prime sight check because I suck at like.
It's okay, considering both Aldwin and Mr. Sharp. Considering both Aldwin and Mr. Sharp both have changeling eyes and one of them has bizarre quality, you're going to notice something just weird. Can't really tell. Maybe they just have really nice eyes. So it's okay, hun.
It's fine. One day I'll succeed at prime sight. One of these days, Shakespeare. Yeah. No, Theodis will just say, an absolute pleasure to be here.
It's good to have you.
No, Theodis Crane. I work at the Trinity University.
Very good to see you, Mr. Crane. You would notice that his eyes kind of shift with all the colors of autumn in kind of rapid succession. It kind of bleeds into one eye into the next.
Okay.
And next to Sir Aldwin is another gentleman who will also shake your hand and show you to the reception area. He happens to have silver eyes as well.
Okay.
All the fucking she have changeling eyes. This is like a trope now.
It is.
I mean, it's a really great flaw.
It's great.
It's a great flaw.
It really is.
All right, to get this proverbial show on the proverbial road, a town car will pull up that three individuals. I think it's only three of us. Yes, three individuals will get out of. Two of them are she. One of them is a selkie. The Void Frost this evening is dressed in a beautiful black custom fitted Armani suit with a shocking blue tie. He also has a very, very ornate V that's the typing. He will hold out his hand to help his wife out of the car because that's what you do, I guess.
Okay.
Helping.
Hand taken, and Willow will get out. She's wearing a black cocktail dress, probably complementing his suit. She is carrying a camera next to a blue purse. It's in the same color as his ties because we're matching. Yay!
Oh, they're those couples that match.
Mm-hmm. Willow is slowly learning about fashion. Slowly.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Session.
And once Willow's out of the car, Saoirse would follow, also wearing black, because apparently that's what, Void Frost and his posse do. She has taken great care to cover up the points of her ears in her human seeming with her hair. She's kind of done her hair around them so that they're covered. Because who knows, who's going to be here?
As is polite.
I was going to say, Void Frost actually is wearing sunglasses, basically, because he knows he has changeling eyes. And whatever else. And it's also during the day, so he doesn't look like a douche for wearing sunglasses. Uh-huh.
I wear my sunglasses.
I mean,
I was going to say, about...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Walking about 3 or 4 steps behind them at all times, there is a huge man who, if you can see the chimerical reality, is in fact a troll who is also dressed in a business suit, more kind of utilitarian than Void Frost than the suit that the rest of them are wearing. Who is clearly Void Frost's bodyguard in the form of Sir Hammerstrike, because never leave home without a troll. But with that, they'll make their way up towards the doorway.
You will be greeted by Sir Aldwin. Just a polite nod of the head, denoting both your status to him and Willow.
I should have guessed when I heard that there were flowers involved that I would be seeing you, Sir Aldwin.
Gives him a wink. You know it.
And who might this be? He says, looking to the other man.
This is my friend. This is my friend and colleague, Sir Sharp.
Sharp will give a less vehement nod of the head, but definitely an inclination denoting your stature. But you don't know him. Smiles at you.
Of what house is it that you are from, Sir Knight?
He's going to give you a smile and kind of angle his eyes downward to the lunar crest that's on a pin on his suit.
Yeah. Void Frost will nod his head and he'll say, in that case, I shall... All of a sudden, my expectations for this afternoon have gone up.
Generally, I do not live to serve, but in this case, I am eager to see your expectations met, and then some. And your lovely companion? His arms wide open to denote without pointing to her. Like, oh, who is this?
Sorry. I was not paying much attention. My apologies. Very bad. Willow has been busy looking around already. Basically been checking out, okay, where can I take the best pictures? She will snap back to the conversation, will nod with her head as well and says, I am Willow Voidfrost. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
As the such, going to assume, my lady. Kind of looked, his eyes kind of looked to the side at Alexei to see if this is indeed his lady or not.
There is a very, very, very almost imperceptible nod of the head.
I do hope you indeed find the perfect picture. There are many spots here, and I'm sure you'll find many that will be pleasing.
I'm looking forward to it. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of bringing my camera along to an event.
We've worked quite hard myself, Sir Stuart, and the chef we have here today. So if all of this can bring some light to you, worth it.
Sir Alduin will kind of take Willow's hand to give her a polite peck on the cheek and kind of kneel and do hope you're having a good time. You look great.
Thank you. I am very grateful to be able to attend such an event. I'm sure that I will be impressed. Would you be kind enough to let Violet know that we are here? I would really like to speak with her. Just, I know she's busy, but if she has a moment.
That he will kind of snap to one of the boggins and say, see to that. Give her the message.
Nod, of course, yes, of course, yes, of course. And kind of rush to the side, to one of the side doors going towards the kitchen. He'll pop in and out, up and down, looking for the battle axe of the kitchen. Chef Foster, Chef Foster.
Violet will turn around. She's wearing, her chef coat. She's telling people what to do. She'll gesture for somebody to take over. And she's going to go to the door.
Yay, Violet.
I'm kind of bow deeply again to Sir Alduin and then disappear back into the kitchen.
His eyes will kind of snap to Saoirse and Thespy.
Sorry, I didn't quite get all that. What'd you say?
His eyes will snap to Saoirse. And who might this be?
Saoirse Kennedy, Baron Voidfrost Squire. It's a pleasure.
Lady Saoirse. Nice to meet you. He'll give her like a kiss on the hand.
She would nod just a little bit.
Of what house?
Leannon.
Oh. He smiles. Tonight will be interesting.
We've taken up far too much time of our hosts. We shall go and find our seats, I think.
Yeah, Violet will swing by shortly, give a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, Willow will return a kiss.
Promptly run away again because she is very busy.
My dearest husband, with all due respect, I would like to see if I can get a few shots in before the crowd takes away all the pretty corners.
I can have one of the assistants escort your lovely wife to your seat when she is done. We still have time.
Well, by all means, feel free to indulge. We will go and take our seats. at which point the she will go and sip tea, as the she are wont to do.
And the Selkie will run free, as the Selkie is, usually does.
Christian is just standing by some orchids, admiring them, just idly. He gives a wave at Willow, but yeah, next intro.
Yeah, so Luna comes, probably with, not with a band, but a car that drove her there. And she's wearing, I have it somewhere, this, obviously the girl's outfit. And yes, she makes her way to the entrance.
You'll see Aldwin. He'll smile.
Hey, this is a garden party, right?
Kind of gives you a raised eyebrow, yes. Before kind of rubbing his temples with the sudden income of a headache.
Mr. Sharp will kind of touch Aldwin's elbow with kind of like an eyebrow raise. Yes,
You're
this
right.
is the garden party. Are you here to become a patron for the event?
Yeah.
Come with me. We can commence and write your name down on the book, and we have the event starting very shortly. Miss
Rossi, Luna Rossi.
Miss Luna Rossi. It's good to meet you. Yes, I will see you tonight. Genevieve, you. And the receptionist, who is some feet away, will kind of stand up and nod and smile at Luna. Hi, come this way, come this way.
All right. And she just smiles, a bright smile, and comes this way. I say, see, for people who don't know, she's known for being, she's the singer of Fame 5, yes, a big metal band.
This receptionist is all like, oh my goodness, I get to walk her. Oh my goodness. She's got that like jittering appeal, and she like chatters with Luna as she like writes her name down. She may, discreetly let her notebook sign for it too.
She'll happily sign anything,
So,
just for the people and for her.
and she'll like bring her in towards the garden. As she's doing that, Mr. Sharp kind of looked towards Alderaan, up to the side. It's a little bit of shade. Are you alright, sir?
Nah, she just feels a little off, that's all. He'll give a shiver.
Yes, like gramophone off key. Yes. Discerning to the ear and the mind. I'll see to it that Genevieve sits here not too far away, because she does have a repute that we could definitely use, but not too close to the stage.
As you wish.
Remove his hand from his elbow and get ready for the next guest.
Take his position next to him.
As Luna passes, Void Frost is going to get that notebook.
So, as basically
Spontaneous, nobly.
You see this individual walk in. He's a heavy-set man. Before everything, he is wearing a flower crown, and he has beautiful makeup on, and he has basically this almost like this Greek-esque like robe on with flowers on it. And he'll basically put on like he'll have like a speaker in his hand. He'll put off to the side, and they'll have a microphone, and he'll be like, introducing the queen As you basically see this man with this long black dress with basically flowers all around it, just like this picture. He'll walk in, be like, "Yes, the queen has arrived."
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you. We've gone back in time to an 80s Eddie Murphy movie. It's okay.
The queen has arrived. La Besta Bologna. Yes. I do not need my praise heard now. I would just like to meet the chef of this wonderful party.
Of course, Your Majesty, Belinda. Mr. Sharp will say with a smile and kind of bow. Because he knows exactly who this is. And their needs need to be met for such an eccentric personality. And he'll try to like bow and kind of escape into the kitchen. Foster?
Yes, Sir Sharp.
Foster, we have a client here who is dying to meet you.
Alrighty, and she'll have somebody take over again, and then go meet her fan.
She will be definitely escorted. One would even say shoved out of the kitchen.
My, look at this pretty little thing that we have here.
Violet will do a slight inclination of her head as a greeting. It's very nice to meet you.
Of course, I am the international chef, famous of the Caribbeans, and I wish upon my little heart to be a part of this great celebration you got going on. Look at you all pretty with your crown. He'll basically like kind of, lift up your crown, looks at it, and put it back down.
Your Majesty. Mr. Sharp will kind of look at them with like a raised eyebrow. This is not Haiti. One does not often grab another's crown. It would be rude without asking first. You do remember what happened in Haiti, don't you?
It was just a little bit of accident right there, but I was just admiring this lucky little queen right here, this wonderful chef. I will be like to be the first to try one of your famous dishes.
Well, Your Majesty, there is a word to say to ask. Chef Foster.
Violet will turn to Mr. Sharp.
As my colleague here has praised, I would like to sample, and often as I would disagree with it, Majesty here is quite renowned. And has a tendency
And
to...
who is this individual right here?
tendency to be large in personality.
Who's he pointing to? So I know.
I'll do it, I'm pretty sure.
He's pointing to the, no offense, the mouthy, like, silver-eyed boy, like, who is this individual right here?
Let's see. A little bit of a sample.
Just for Alduin, because Alduin has seen this. Do you remember that look Void Frost had when he was seated next to a slua?
Mm-hmm.
The look of murder.
Mm-hmm.
As the blood trickles down his face, the look of murder has returned.
There
And
are
Saoirse is already producing a handkerchief for him.
There are bargains for you to yell at.
So, Violet, ponders for a moment. Alrighty. I'll give you a sample. And she'll disappear for just a second and comes back. It's a simple syrup honeysuckle cake.
Let's see what you're made of, little one. And grab a fork and take a little bit, and then, he will kind of sniff at it a little bit, get the aroma, and then he'll bite into it, taste, and then And he'll start basically strutting around Violet. Dare I say it? Dare I want to say it? It is hot, hot, hot. It is great. Lovely chef, are you? You are great. Lovely. I love how you capture the tastes. I love how you capture everything about it. You put so much soul into it. I can feel it. I can taste it. Dare I say, I want to own it. Your soul burns within it.
Now,
You are
Majesty.
magnificent, chef.
Dearest Majesty, I do need to remind you that when you taste all of the dishes Chef Foster has created, some that are far, far exceeding the status of just the bite of the cake. Do you need someone to fan you?
Maybe so, but I will be the judge of that. Where is my throne where I may take my seat?
I will have someone escort you, Majesty.
Good.
Shoot over a wink to Violet and Alduin.
A slight nod in return. I bet he is glad that Violet has the patience of a god.
And Genevieve will come and escort Belinda away. Does the other guests trickle in until there is no more? Sir Sharp will look towards Violet and Sir Alduin. Give a smirk. Seems as if we've passed just the beginning.
Cheers.
Shall we continue?
Indeed we shall.
As the last guests trickle in, the doors will close. As the doors close, we will have various hosts of the Botanical Gardens who will escort people to and from their seats. They had been sequestered over towards valleys of tulips and lilies, delphinium all around. Deeper into the garden, deep into the garden, past the arrangements that would make the gods gasp. As you come, there's a giant opening. Inside the garden, glass above gleams, almost bejeweled. It's a set of seats and tables, all perfectly arranged. It's almost as if the person who had set this up is a professional. There's a large tankard behind, filled to the brim with a rich, dark red liquid. It kind of encases the back as both a mule and eye-catching point, but also an accent. Many different flowers that are in bloom all around the space. You are within the garden as if it is Eden itself. Hosts will smile and nod and bring you in, show you to respectable seats. As upon the stage in front of the giant tankard, Sir Sharp will stand. He will smile and wait until everyone is arranged. Who sits with who?
It's important.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, who sits with who? Or whom?
Is Willow by herself?
Well, Willow was taking photos in the garden. She did meet up with Christian and on his request with Luna shortly to make photos of the two of them. But other than that, she is mostly by herself, yeah?
You are grabbed by him. You're taking photos. He needs all his photos taken.
Okay.
I think I speak for all of the changelings when I say we are seated as far away from Luna as can physically be done. Because good God, that's like being hit with a sledgehammer.
There is a single table between you. Denied.
As if Violet's sitting. She's way too busy for that.
Violet's a professional. Of course she's not sitting down.
Well, Willow apparently is also not sitting down, but is now being forced to take pictures.
Get my good side, Queen. Get it, girl. Get it.
Theodis will sit next to the Luna.
Yeah, she has someone now.
Sir Sharp will actually make his way off the platform, trying to save Luna from Chef Balunda. Try to save Willow for Chef Balunda. Ah, Your Majesty, I see you have found one of our most favorite guests here. Hello, Mrs. Whitehurst. Please, your spouse and company are this way, and Your Majesty, your seat is also next to them.
Oh, she was taking all the good pictures. Look at her. She is so cute. She reminds me of what was that reporter from off of the Talking Frogs or whatnot. She reminds me of April O'Keel or whatever. She's beautiful. I like her.
She's definitely likable, Chef Balunda. In fact, if you like her so much, you are seated next to their table. Perhaps if Mrs. Voidfrost would not be averse to it, you could sit in the middle.
Let me see.
We, of course, would have
They're
to ask.
handsome enough.
I'm not sure. Mrs. Voidfrost is your spouse. Is he handsome enough?
I can say that he is far outseating. That's not a word. Far.
Why do he have such a mad face on?
Perhaps he is
My own
hangry.
beauty.
Come, let us sit with your spouse and the lovely individuals over there. And basically, she'll grab Willow's hand and just, go over there like their arms hooked.
Okay, we're doing this now, Willow. That's basically the look on Willow's face. And yeah, she'll do introductions between Baron Voidfrost and this individual that I already forgot the name before out of character, but in character I'm pretty sure Willow would remember.
Chef Balunda. But to be fair, the only person who's really referenced them is Mr. Sharp, who keeps on calling them Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Christian will approach Sir Alduin as far as sitting he'll sit next to him if not.
He's not really sitting. Kind of doing like the host thing and making sure that everybody feels like they're part of the party. But you can definitely get his attention.
I thought we might. He firstly goes and gets Alduin's attention, but in short, he just says, "I thought we might sit together and talk. Maybe we have not spoken so much as we have fought together."
Sure. He will. One of the boggins coming by with a tray of drinks. He'll get one for himself and Sir Christian, and kind of go off, walking and talking. What is it?
Sir Alduin, is it now? He smiles as you walk with him.
Yeah. He'll blush and say, "Yes, it is sir now."
I dare say that it is a long overdue appointment. Although I do not know you very well personally, I can vouch for your valor.
It's much appreciated. You have my condolences about the sad business with you and yours.
He frowns sadly, but nods, giving a toss of his pink curls. A grim business. I still mourn for the fallen, yet we must forge ahead.
This is true. So you're unaffiliated as it is right now?
Affiliated with my house, of course, but with no liege lord.
Uh, Such are very tumultuous times, being the nasty business and the rumors about. I hope you find yourself in good company. Valor speaks wonders.
I think for a time I shall be in my own company, but I hope that I shall find such in the future. I thank you.
Hmm, absolutely. But we should talk more. But I can't be seen with favoring one guest over another. And he'll give him a firm handshake and continue on, sort of working the room. It feels as if this is more business than pleasure for Alduin.
At this point, Violet will start delivering the salads with her army of chefs. She does make it a point to deliver the Majesty's, what the Void Frost couple salads herself.
Here's the thing, Maya. Based on the guest list that we have, who else showed up today?
A couple of people of note. Some members of House Gwydion had actually denied their direct invitation to the event, oddly enough.
Wonder why.
Mm-hmm. There are some from House Fiona who do their best to sit away from Sir Christian. Plus, there is a number of puka, in fact. To the side, they're puka of all different types, but particularly insectoid. One very friendly arachnid who Alduin knows has a connection to a certain motley. It would do best if Alduin were to speak to them, as well as a very familiar bee puka.
Oh, Alduin will go since he is the host, and Sir Sharp has abandoned him in his hour of need.
Sir Sharp is busy wrangling Majesty as well as some other socialites. But he does kind of look at Alduin with sad eyes, just like, I'm so sorry.
So he'll smile and go off to meet these individuals that you pointed out. There wasn't anyone of higher status than Baron here.
No,
so
not
Violet
this
could get the
time.
heads up and not make a social faux pas, and this turns into a funeral.
It was a fact.
Just a side note. I just have to say, Shayna.
What? I'm here. I have a baby climbing on me.
I mean, that is fair. You are a climbing frame for baby. That's how parenting works.
Yep.
Basically, Void Frost is kind of sitting there, like the blood has stopped. It's like, is it stopped?
Yes, sir. It stopped.
Ugh. literally your handkerchief. You look down at it, it's like, yeah, I'm throwing this away. Ooh, but he's like, I want you to do me you are going to now do me a service.
It's quite all right. I have several more.
The handkerchief is not the service. But I need you to find me the strongest alcohol here, because by God, if I have to deal with this sheer level of background venality, I'm at least going to do it not entirely sober. Plans.
She nods and heads off to find the strongest alcohol she can find.
Vashki.
Violet's
Honestly, in the
gonna,
old days.
subtly pull you to the side and hand you a very strong bottle of vodka. I thought this would come in handy today. She'll say to Shaban.
And she would thank her. Saoirse. Siobhan's the boggin.
By the way, Diamond, is your NPC a changeling, or is he just an ordinary person?
He is
They are the
just
best
a
kind of
regular.
gray world.
Beg your
He
pardon?
is just. Oh, fine.
That got mumbled up. What is he?
Yeah, I was gonna say, sorry, Diamond. You started to talk, but somebody else
I was
started to
gonna
talk.
let. I was gonna let Maya speak first.
Oh no, I just said they are the best kind of gray world.
Mm-hmm.
Real human being.
A dreamer.
Who knows?
When Saoirse gets up and then promptly doesn't go anywhere and sits back down after giving the Baron the vodka, Theodis is just kind of casually glancing around. And what does Saoirse's slipped seeming look like?
It's pointed ears, but she has taken great care to hide them with her hair.
Okay.
Her ears are pointed.
Alright. Theodis will just turn back to Luna and simply say, I believe I recall you from a particular auction. I don't believe you were introduced. No.
Oh yes, hang on. That is a very fair point. Can those of you who are at the auction just say so? Because Voidfrost was at the auction, he just didn't bid on anything. So he was physically there. Theodis was physically there. Just so I get this right, so we can
Willow
get
was
this right in
there.
our heads. Willow was physically there.
Luna was there.
Christian.
Luna was there. Was Violet?
Yes, Violet was. She got a comment.
Okay, Violet was there. Saoirse wasn't, because Saoirse wasn't approved at that point. Christian was at the auction. Was Alden? I don't think Alden was.
He was out of that.
Cool. So basically, if people wish to have a passing familiarity, I'd say, with other people, that they know who was at the auction, basically. There we go.
God bless you.
Bless you.
This salad is good. Best salad I had in a long time. Let me take a sip of this wine. It's still sip. Pretty good. So tell me about yourselves around this table. I would like to know. What about you? Well, what about you, little sheeply one? Points at Willow. Tell me about your little friends over here.
I think they might do a far better job at introducing themselves than I could, but over here is my husband.
Interesting.
And
Void Frost kind of raises an eyebrow at the human. Like just one of the perfect eyebrow goes up, but he'll extend his hand to them.
Oh, he extended his hand?
Yeah.
Say again, I hear you.
Yeah, he extends his hand to you.
She will look about, and then basically he'll put his hand out daintily like a princess and be like, yes, it is certainly nice to meet you. I know it's a blessing to meet
Allow
you.
me to do introductions. Allow me to introduce. My name is Vladimir Ledovich. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I see. Well, you got yourself a Russian man.
For the record, that is Void Frost's real name. He never uses it, but it's his real name.
How about you, sweet thing? And basically, looks to Saoirse.
Saoirse Kennedy, I'm Vladimir's assistant and secretary.
Seems like he surrounds himself with all types of men that are beautiful ladies. You better watch yourself, Willow.
Oh,
Willow will smile sweetly, incredibly sweetly, almost particularly sweetly.
It's just hold the bridge off her nose there. You're not supposed to say that.
Is Sir Christian right there, or anybody?
Yeah, he's in the vicinity. If nothing else, admiring some of the architecture, but probably just sitting eating a salad.
Okay, before I start this, forgive me if I make you uncomfortable. So sorry about that. Just tell me stop whenever. He'll just like, look at that hunk of man over there.
You guys are all super pretty. Remember this.
You saying that in earshot?
Oh, yes.
He just puts his fork back down in his salad bowl, smiles at you, gets a curious look on his face, and then bows his head like a nod, and just goes back to eating his salad for now.
Oh, sweet Jesus. He looked like Heath Ledger from Off the Night Tales. Lord. Handsome.
At this moment, Mr. Sharp will come by and put his hand on Majesty's shoulder. Oh, Your Majesty, are you fawning over all of the flowers we have about?
Oh, what did I tell you? Do not touch my shoulders.
Apologies, Your Majesty.
We are not
Apologies.
friends like that.
Not without some people trying, of course.
Oh, I decide that. The flowers are lovely. The decoration is lovely. Who is the guest? I mean, who is the host who made this beautiful party?
I would love to introduce you to our host, but they are doing rounds. You'll just give me a moment, Your Majesty. We'll have them come over.
Of course. I will sip on this fine wine.
There is a look on Sir Sharp's face of someone who has had to deal with a client for a long time. They're used to the client's antics, but lo and behold, if they were not a client, they would have been buried in the ditch a long time ago. If anyone's been in customer service, you know exactly what this look is.
Yup. You're not paying me enough to do this.
Today cannot end any earlier. Look.
Yes. And this look will stay there for just a few seconds and then disappear. Blank. As if he has never been happier to be at this event. He will walk away to go maybe hide into a corner and then, drag Alduin around.
Alduin will go and meet this spider puka.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like not interrupt the conversation, but just wait for like a nice segue into the conversation.
The spider puka whose back is to you is wearing a fine gown, but just a little bit voice
Unfortunately, guys,
just a bit on the ears. Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say I need to head off because I have one or two other things I need to do this evening. Thank you very much for listening. Void Frost will basically sit there and give Her Highness death stares for the remainder of this, wishing that they would suddenly have a heart attack and cease to exist. But I'll talk to y'all later. Okay.
Later, bro.
All right. Bye.
Boy.
Boy.
So with that, yes.
She speaks to another puka who is a bee, who would be very familiar if anyone was looking. And she kind of matters on and on about a particular seamstress, Donna Brodea, and how she just can't stand having to work for her. But of course, she has to make up for certain things that are done. And it wasn't like she purposefully broke that dress. But, it is what it is, and the spoiled brat of a nephew is appeased, so that's all that. She'll kind of yammer on and on and on. It's not really much of an opening.
I hope you ladies are having a wonderful evening.
She'll stop and turn. Soft blue eyes, pretty smile for the grave mean, but for the not so gray, it's very calculating cold black that stares at you. Her mouth is contorted in that weird, creepy spider way, because of course, pincers and the blah, blah, blah. If you put a dress and a wig on top of the predator, this would be he. She kind of gives you a smile, and she bats her eyes, all 8. Oh, yes, thank you. Wonderful party, so nice. Isn't it right, Natasha? And the bee would kind of look at her with a raised eyebrow. Natalia. And yes, it is indeed nice. Thank you for allowing us to be here.
Absolutely. This is a party for both nobility and those
with a little less
children of the dreaming.
And
kind of gives you a wink.
And also those who are not exactly able to see as well. You have many people here who have both open wallets and open minds.
That was
and
fun.
So close to your freehold as well. Many good plans, Sir Alduin.
Of course.
The spider kind of tenses when she hears your name. She kind of looks at you through the side and be like, "Oh, well, yes, but we were having conversations. So just excuse me." And she'll kind of get up and kind of flee to the restroom.
Oh. Look, turning back at Natalia. Nervous, that one.
It's almost as if consequences are coming for her.
That'd be a shame, wouldn't it?
Much of a shame. Oh, I forgot the toast. If you don't mind, excuse me.
Please, by all means. And he will return to the podium to give a very small announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, for your special entertainment, and for your pleasure and decadence. There will be a congregation of males and females dressed in typical Roman attire. And in the Roman attire, there will be a sort of the lights will go dim and the light will catch the pollen that's in the air, and there will be a very fluorescent soft glow leading into a direction towards deeper into the garden. This is sort of my gift to you. This special wine has been known throughout the ages to give certain nourishing and very deep rejuvenative properties to the body, allowing for and a number of earlier lost my train of thought. Earlier enjoyment of the evening. Today, the group assembled have assembled a special treat, and with the treat, sort of the almost on cue, a lot of the flowers kind of almost as if they were set on a mechanism towards the middle of the floor. They sort of separate, and a pool of what looks to be wine is shown right directly in the middle. It gives off this fruity blend, and a few individuals will then begin to step into the pool, almost bathing in it. This is the special sauna made with special blends. Please enjoy yourselves. Off to the side, there is a set of bathing suits and other attires for those that wish to indulge themselves, along with a coat check and proper affiliations and things to make sure your possessions aren't stolen or made off with.
And after this, the crowd will applaud very loudly, and some of the older members of this event kind of slowly, not too quickly, make their way towards the changing rooms.
Also, with very expensive and very lavish cocktails for those that wish to indulge. But no, there's nothing that seems rather off. It just seems like it's super expensive and super decadent.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. What a lovely spectacle. I'm loving all of this. So beautiful, so intriguing, so intense. I love it. The food is fantastic.
Isn't it? I need to give my compliments to the chef, like personally.
Willow, dear, come take a picture of me as I'm eating this beautiful food.
Of course. We'll yeah, she'll take a picture.
You keep this up, I may have to hire you for a couple of jobs.
Walking over to the good Queen Alduin will freshen their glass, and spending 1 point of glamour will enchant the glass.
Ooh.
Are you doing this?
Yes. Because this has been far too tame. Like,
Okay. So when she takes the sip, she was like, this tastes so just stop. Looks around. Oh my God almighty. I have had some acid trips, but whatever is in this wine, I want more of it.
Just to make sure, I think the answer is no, but she doesn't. He just see changelings for what they are, right?
you see everything for what they are, all the incidental chimera.
Okay, so Luna changes. Do you have something?
Oh, she doesn't see like Luna for Luna's like as she is as a demon, but all the changelings.
She may get a weird feeling from Luna. But she wouldn't see anything.
Ooh. Y'all look funny looking, but I am enjoying this wine. Like you just
Willow.
Willow looks
Would you
over
like
at
to go
Albert
to the
like,
pool?
what?
Willow, would you like to go to the pool?
I mean, yes.
Would you like company?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop. Like Willow would not stop Saoirse. Like she would be okay. Like it would be better to have someone along. Really, someone needs to accompany her.
Yeah, Christian is also heading to the change room because he's looking at the pool and thought, "Oh, this looks fun."
This healing property is an anti-aging property.
Yep.
Violet
it's
swing by
water.
the Majesty's table. I hope you are enjoying the food.
He sees Violet for what she is.
oh Lord, Chopper on you, Lord. No, like she'll like literally do the Harlem Shake. Like, oh Lord, Violet, what happened? You look like a. Oh Lord, I don't want to insult you, but you look like a beast, girl. You look like a beast.
So, seeing this is her immediate reaction. She has that dead inside look. Dear God, somebody's enchanted this person.
Oh, what big teeth you have, Lord!
Mr. Sharp will come by for all the hustle and bustle after a good portion of the party has left for the pool.
Hold up, is Mr. Sharp handsome?
We're all handsome.
He's hella handsome.
He will look at Mr. Sharp like, Lord, oh my,
I want to have what she's having.
I didn't know Mr. Sharp was looking like that. Lord, this flower is wilting.
That's amazing.
Your Majesty, would you like to join the others in the healing waters?
Oh yeah, I will join you in the healing waters any day. Baptize me. I'm ready to go to church. Lord. What's that song? Take me to church.
Your Majesty.
Will just chuckle to himself, like,
what did she do? She kind of looks at the host people. What did she?
It's wine. It's wine. I don't know.
Simply the best wine we have to offer. Sometimes it takes a hold of you, Miss Rossi.
I'll have some of that.
You get the regular wine.
Of course, Your Majesty has always been a very large personality.
I don't see you guys any different. Kind of jealous.
Just kind of shrug.
You know how it is. Everyone takes to alcohol very differently. As long as everyone's enjoying themselves.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure he just had alcohol. Who made the food, by the way?
The gesture to Violet.
The chef. Point to Violet.
I love you. She looks and smiles. You're amazing. The food is amazing. Like, I nearly swore just that this is, I shouldn't swear here, but the food is amazing.
I'm glad to hear it. I hope you enjoy the desserts as well. We do have a variety to offer.
Oh, yes, dessert.
Okay.
They will
Dessert's
be.
always good. I'm looking for dessert.
If you would pardon me, we'll have them bring them out.
And we're going to quickly move over to the pool peeps. Ladies and gentlemen of the pool, there's a
Yeah.
lot of space filled with most plenty of Dublin. Sorry, the music in the background. I was playing. Let's see. I lost my train. Yes, it's filled with a hoity-toity of the people. There are a variety of what you would assume were to-be CEOs who are actively dunking themselves into the wine, trying to achieve that youthfulness. And you see a variety of hosts who are there with towels for anyone who gets up to dry off. Are you having fun?
I mean, Willow is just swimming, like pretty natural in the water. So,
Almost as if she belongs there.
right?
What was that about anti-aging something or other?
Yep.
Yep.
And just because of that, I am now going to roll Prime Sight on the pool. Don't
Go ahead,
disappoint me.
Let me say it.
I mean, does Prime Sight also give away other stuff? Because Willow does have 2 Phoenix down earrings, basically.
Yes, it would.
Oh god.
I think everybody here would light up like a Christmas tree.
I think he'd get like an
yes.
aneurysm. What?
I'm like, why is everything here so shiny?
Yeah, let me see that roll.
You all said this
The song "Blinded by the Light."
Yes.
Abnormalizing some of the matrices. What Discord doesn't understand is that I'm not, in fact, a virtual adept. You can get the fuck out of here with that shit. Wow, it's really taking its sweet time.
It's alright, darling. You want, I can roll it for you.
It just got me in, so I'll just do
Okay.
it now. I'll probably get a 1 and then I'll get a 4 on the third dice, so I'll probably fail because RT3 is a beautiful thing. Truly a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
At least you all get to see a ton of sheep on the Darkness and Dublin roll
you
chat.
see.
You
I do see. I see
see?
everything. I see how shiny just about everything here is.
Yes.
Alright, let me set the scene for you, dear Crane.
Oh dear.
As you are entrenched in this nice cool liquid and you see all just the regular people flocking about, you're used to looking at them, but as you turn your head, quite a few are not so regular. It's almost as if they drain the very color from the scenery. They glow, internalizing it like prisms, some of them. Others are like rainbows as they shimmer and shine as they move. Some are drenched in saturated colors, blues and whites and creams, yellows, bright red, comes from really far over by the chef. Or is that the chef? There's also some associations with them. The woman who swims through the water as if she was born to be it. You feel as if the water should be a deep, dark blue, colder than ice. And that would be her home. There's another that you can feel more so, as they hear the buzzing of a million bees. Her eyes are like hexagonal prisms, and they look at you as if you don't even exist. And others are beyond your compare. They are bright, glowing as if they are the only source of light in this deep, dark pit. Pointed ears adorn them, they smile, and you would do anything for them. But that doesn't make sense. You don't know them. Something is wrong, but you want to worship them. Do me a favor, Mr. Crane. Can you roll me a perception alertness? Please.
Yeah, one sec. Let me double check that. I do actually. I have buff to my mind. Oh no, that's yes. One sec. Just log back. I think I know what my stuff is there. I just need to double check my alertness stat. Because I know right now my perception is artificially higher than it actually is.
That's alright.
Okay, I'm entirely average at the alertness. So. man.
Alright.
This is my paradox backlash.
Unfortunately for you, and maybe for some other people, there is absolutely nothing else here than the ones who shine brightly. There is nothing else with you in this garden. Absolutely.
Aww.
Oh dear.
I feel like I missed a great opportunity.
You probably saved your own life. What?
Boo.
Mr. Sharp will make his way over to the pool and kind of clap his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so thankful that you've enjoyed your time here in our healing wine. Please make your way out so we may have the rest of the courses and the desserts, and we'll talk about what the botanical gardens truly need here. And please join us. And as he says this, almost by command, the many CEOs, high-powered individuals, politicians, mobsters even, one would say, people of note stand up and make their way out of the pool, patting them down and getting redressed. Mr. Sharp will make his way towards Alduin and give him a smile. Your surprise was very much so.
I thought you might enjoy it.
I did. I don't normally like them, but this one I do. Many of our patrons will definitely want to come back and maybe even pay some more to see it.
And with that, he will kind of go in like a little probably closer than probably, that's appropriate. There is something I did want to show you, but later.
Really?
Really?
Is this another surprise I'll like?
I'm a man full of surprises.
That you
Food from
are.
on the nose.
Mr. Sharp will kind of blink a little as if he's not sure how to comprehend it. That eyes will crinkle at the sides and he'll actually give you a true dazzling smile. I look forward to it. Kind of make his way away to sequester the majesty to get them back to their chair.
The majesty is on their own magical adventure.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, she'll get back and she'll sit down and go, Look at all those fine.
Question to the changelings in the pool. Are you going to stay there? You don't have to leave, but I do want to know if you're going to stay there.
You little fish.
Can desserts be brought here?
Of course. You just need to ask.
I will have the best of both worlds and eat desserts in the pool. This is fine, yo.
All right.
You
And
were
the others?
personally by Violet.
Aw, thank you, Vi.
And The Squire, will you be staying with her as well?
Now that she's, now that the Baroness has created the possibility of pool time and dessert, why not partake?
Hey, Sister Christian, the Baroness. Mr. Crane, are you going to stay or are you going to get out for dessert?
He will get help, I suppose.
Alright. Is that everyone on the pool? No, Shanna, is your...
Saoirse, yeah.
Saoirse. I forget
There,
which is her actual name.
there was nothing unusual about the water in Prime Site, was there?
It's
Was
got
little.
just a little bit of healing factor that you don't exactly know about. But it
Oh.
rejuvenates you, makes you feel at ease as if you've gotten a really good rest.
How does it impact the pain in Fetus's legs? Because he actually has a flaw.
I'll say this. If anyone has lingering pain, suffers from a twinge or pinch of the neck, it will warm it. It feels as if blood is finally circulating through that long-neglected space. You'll be able to stretch it out just a bit, and it'll stay there for maybe the next couple of days. Saoirse left.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll come back in. Yes, it is. Fetus. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get out?
Yeah, he will get out.
Sir Alden will be there with his cane in a hand to help him.
Well, I was gonna look a little sad because, why would you leave the pool?
Hey, Willow.
Fetus accepts the help, but rather begrudgingly.
Yes.
Hey, Willow. There's a certain buzzing
Yes.
bee in the pool with you.
Ah.
She's on the other
She'll
side.
greet Natalia.
Close in a corner. She's kind of floating
Yeah,
with
Willow
her eyes
will
closed.
over.
Hmm? Oh,
Willow will
milady.
swim over. She's
I'm
much
surprised.
more playful in the water.
Natalia seems relaxed. You've never known her to smile. No emotion in her eyes.
Okay,
Hello,
that's new.
milady.
That's almost concerning.
Are you having fun?
Yes, I do. And you?
I see you've been able to snag a treat. Which one did you pick? I'm partial to the sorbet myself.
Oh shit, which dessert? All of them. Wait, let me look it up. Which one
I
would we
mean,
love?
Active Heart's gonna say no to Willow trying all the desserts.
No, she would have probably gone for the lavender one because lavender, that's amazing.
Lavender is amazing.
The sorbet
Yes.
did look good, so Christian's probably eating a little bowl of that in the pool, but he'll just say to Alduin as he's by poolside, "Sir Knight, why do you not join us?"
I have other things I must attend to. You get a soft peck on the cheek. I'll come check on you guys later.
Smiles, goes back to his dessert.
Luna
We'll
will
kind
just
of go
Willow will
off.
just jokingly pull his legs.
Sorry, what were you saying, Nelson?
Luna will ask what the chef recommends for dessert.
Violet. Got a pesky little nosebleed you can feel coming down when you talk to Luna, but she did ask a question.
She will recommend the lemon lavender macaroons.
And that's what she will order.
Genevieve will kind of take a seat next to Luna and just start talking to her again. She really likes Luna.
Luna will be super excited to talk to her. She'll be like talking about how she's so how like since she moved here, it's been amazing, and she's met people, and the crowd in Ireland are fucking amazing. And mosh pits.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And she'll also encourage her to believe in herself, and for whatever her dream is, just go for it.
Aww. So sweet. Okay, Anthony.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna go snoop on the spider puka. 2 successes on veiled eyes.
good. I was actually going to ask you, but all right. As Aldwin will be leaving the crowd away from the main sector of the gardens, the spider puka has meandered her way past the restrooms, like she had said, off towards a particularly large set of begonias. Begonias are often overlooked, soft, delicate. The scent is not too strong, and often people are not favorable to it. As she sits and she's speaking to someone. This person is tall, really thin, and they whisper quietly, so quietly. It's almost as if they're not talking. The spider kind of nods deeply at her and gestures for one direction to go in, and the person she's speaking to, who is just the most ordinary of clothing. Beige button down, beige pants, nondescript shoes. Can't see their face. But something about them cold. Not like the ice blowing of the wind, but just the absence of heat, which is odd considering it is in the upper 30s Celsius in Dublin at the moment. They pat the puka on the head, and the puka flinches, the most powerful shudder. And they walk away deeper and deeper into the garden. Puka stands there, nervously, biting their nails. Got their phone out, looking around, and they're typing something.
Go and read. For all intents and purposes, he's invisible right now.
Yep. She's typing someone named RB. And it says 10 minutes and counting. We'll leave through the side door. Send.
Ay.
Puka moves around, and she very smoothly moves all of her tension, and rolls her shoulders back, and walks with such fluidity as if nothing is wrong at all.
God damn it.
Hey, Anthony.
Yes.
She's on the list. What would you like to do?
Who's on the list?
Puka.
Oh, fuck.
Come down to the garden today.
Alright. So, surprise action? Wait. I'm rolling.
Roll initiative?
She has no idea I'm here. It's gonna be sad. Where do you want me to roll, Maya? Why can't we have nice things?
Because I like to see you suffer.
God damn it. Alright.
I'll just let you have this. The begonias are tall, Rudy. There are bushes everywhere. If someone were to trip and be hidden there, no one would know.
Oh, so I have something called venom shock.
Mhm.
She doesn't scream. Just like a quick hit and she goes down.
There's a gasp and she turns and she sits still. Falls to the floor, head first into the begonias. She twitches. She's fighting against it and she kind of looks at you with four eyes. They're narrowed.
Slits her throat.
Do you push the rest of her into the garden?
Veiled eyes on her. We'll
All
get
right, let me
this
see that
later.
roll.
God damn it. Where? As a bunk, he will be using
Mm-hmm.
this as a sort of as a cover here and not there. Spending a point of glamour and a point of willpower.
Okay.
Boop, boop. That
Good.
is 3 successes.
Yep, it's a good thing you spent those.
Yep.
All right. Her body is enwrapped and set into the begonias. It's almost as if there's nothing there at all. It's at this moment that you can hear Mr. Sharp clearing their throat over the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to that time of the evening. If you will all please take your eyes to the platform. He'll wait for the guests to turn away from the desserts, although he understands how tempting it is. Clear his throat. Ladies and gentlemen, I must, of course, thank you so much for making your way here on this splendid night. We here at the Dublin Botanical Gardens thank you for your patronage and any future visits you may have here. Here at the garden, want to show that nature should be treasured as such. And with your kindness, of course, you may assist us. Please, if you would just take a moment to listen to the presentation we have here. And he will kind of gesture, and Genevieve will enclose, and the lights will go down, and a very boring little movie will start to play, and he'll look for Alduin. So, BRB.
Sir Alduin. Well, it's kind of when she gets back. But for the moment, he will kind of just slip back into the pool. Hey guys, what I miss?
We back to the pool.
Yup.
Okay. Christian and Willow are swimming around, I think, playing a game of like cat and mouse tag. Getting competitive because they're both good swimmers, but Christian at least is laughing, having a good time.
Yes, as this is happening, a certain someone is watching Sir Christian swim like gas, swim and sipping wine with the chair.
The more loss and fun he gets, the more happy Alduin gets. It's like he's giving him life.
Yes. Swim. It's like he's watching a Calvin Klein commercial.
It really
In
is.
person.
There's a lot of sexy people in the pool right now.
Maybe it's him. Maybe it's Appearance 5.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, right. Probably should have mentioned this. To everyone who noticed it, the flowers seem a little extra vibrant when they're next to Aldwin. They kind of, go into like full bloom. It's pretty, but subtle because of the echoes.
Next, because
Alduin is sitting on the edge of the pool into Sir Christian and kind of like looking at the Her Majesty get lost on this beautiful ecstasy trip.
Yeah, she is sipping and watching like.
Are you calling him over? Because right now he's just in a pair of swimming trunks, barefoot.
You talking about the Majesty?
Oh no, I was talking about Aldwin. He's in a pair of swimming trunks.
Now he got two visions.
Oh yeah, Christian will stop his play with Willow and happily swing an arm like, "Come on over at Alduin."
Oh yeah, have a little bit of fun until it's evident that Sir Sharp is like calling for his attention because he is at work. Like he'll play for a bit.
Yep, Christian's playing with this on.
Mr. Sharp will make his way towards the pool. Oh, great. I'm glad you're back, Sean.
Yeah. You need me? Just catching
Oh,
up with
no,
some
of
friends.
course. Of course, no, definitely. Enjoy your time with your peers. I just wanted to let you know that we're going to be wrapping up soon. This has been a really good event. A lot of people here are eager to assist with future renovations we may be needing, particularly with cultivating some of the more dying breeds.
Fantastic.
Isn't it just?
But yes, but I do think it's a good show that myself and Violet and you kind of do like a send off.
I guess definitely once you are ready and after Chef Foster, of course, has a moment to eat. She's been quite busy.
So, when you guys mentioned Violet, she has finally finished with like all of the work, cleaning all the dishes and all of that. And like out of nowhere, she comes running with like a one-piece suit and like cannonballs into the pool.
Oh goodness, Chef Violet.
Oh. Kind of shield his eyes from the wine that is going directly in his face.
James will kind of offer him the neckerchief in his pocket. Like, here, you may need it.
He'll smile and say thank you.
Christian applauds the cannonball.
There's flowers floating around from when she jumped in. She's just like, it's certainly been a night.
It has, hasn't it? You did good. Food was excellent.
Thank you.
It was. I know that one of my assistants, Genevieve, has definitely collected cards from people who would like to inquire more about your services. She'll be handing them to you later on in the evening, of course.
Sorry about Abner.
It's okay, poor puppy.
he's so mistreated because nobody's paying attention to him. So Violet will swim around gracefully, you know. She looks like she swims for exercise, so but of course she's not nearly as good as Sir Christian or Willow.
Christian just turns his head and sprays wine to the side very slowly, as if in a shampoo commercial. This crazy appearance.
For a moment, it is slow motion. He swooshes his hair back and forth as if he is, of course, Fabio.
You guys are more than happy to stay later, but I actually have to take care of the guests as he kind of hops out of the pool.
I shall also return to my duties, and she will hop out.
It was indeed a lovely evening, and I do not wish to overstay my attendance. I thank you. And Christian steps out of the pool, offers a hand to Willow unless she's planning to stay.
Well, this is mostly for the regular guests, but some people want to chill out at Aldwin's Freehold. We can do that later.
It is at this moment when you are, of course, standing up,
Mhm.
and people are beginning to make their way out of the pool. Your Majesty, worry for you. If you were to say see someone with the darkest tar dripping from their neck into the water, pale skin, eyes as if they are dead, reaching, of course, for another person, what would you do?
Just scream, just like, just point over in that direction.
Willow. Willow.
Look out!
A hand is going to grab your hair. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalia is not feeling so well. Please roll for initiative.
Well then.
Fun.
Fun.
Fun. Friends.
Friends came to the party.
Now it's a party.
You just heard the poor they're like,
Jesus. So is all of us rolling initiative, or
Everyone in the pool.
okay, not me then.
Christian just stepped out of the pool.
Don't worry, you count as well.
Okay, you mind if I be right back quickly?
Of course.
Stupid fucking Newsom, Starscream.
We're gonna make this into a water combat. If Willow has any say about it.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
Is Christian rolling initiative also?
Yes. You're within the vicinity.
Okay.
We roll for Mr. Sharp.
Small.
I believe that's everyone, yes?
Assuming the scream was heard by everyone? Or just
No.
people at the pool? Okay.
They're a little bit too away. But you can give me a perception alertness roll to see if you heard it.
Ooh, I'll do that. And also because I know Fetus is not going to be reaching combat zone anytime soon.
It's all right, hon.
He is a slow bird. Oh, I actually do quite well at this.
Whoa, 4010, what the fuck, 4019? How was that quite?
That's quite a weird thing to roll, but you know
Yeah.
what?
Fetus gets 3 successes.
She gets one.
All right. Theodis, you can definitely head in that direction if you like.
He'll be quite slow. His impediment is crippled legs, so he's basically walking at half movement speed.
If we
Tusha
get
got
one
one success on the perception alertness.
I thought your changeling was in the pool.
I thought about it. She would have gone back to Void Frost.
Everything.
She's his squire.
Yeah, I
so.
think that's
Okay.
everyone except for like the
Majesty. All right, Willow.
do I hear anything with one success?
No, but you're going to notice Yotis making his way back to the pool for some reason. I don't know your sheet, so I'm not sure if you have curiosity or not.
No, she doesn't, but she'll ask anyways. Yeah, like, whoa, what's happening?
Just heard something.
She'll come over then.
All right. Now, Willow. One of your dearest friends is gripping your hair tightly and pulling you back into the water. What are you going to do? What?
I'm back. I apologize.
No problem. But Willow, you're up next. You're up first. Saskia there.
nuts.
No.
Oh, okay.
Seems like everyone's having connection issues tonight.
Yeah.
Saskia, if you can hear me, leave and come back in, if anything.
Wouldn't be a garden party without a little bit of death.
This is indeed titled Death at a Garden Party.
Well, good thing that the good and it's been enchanted. So after this is all over, she'll forget half of it.
Maybe.
We'll see. If she survives.
Saskia! Saskia?
Yes.
Yay! We can hear
Yay!
you!
Hey,
Yeah, oh my god. Okay. Well, that did actually give me some time to look up Primal 2 and to see that I can't really do anything with that. I think. At least, would I be able to use Primal 2 to basically let the sort of the water of the pool kind of wrap around Natalia?
Let me see. Would have to be with how many successes you have. I packed my book away, so I'm like depending on my PDF.
Oh no.
I can't have my book out. It needs to go in the luggage.
Yeah, this is true.
you need some help, Ed?
You know what? I'm gonna let you use Primal 2 to manipulate the water, not so that it wraps around her, but that way it can be used as like a shoving mechanism to get away from her.
Yeah. And her bunk is going to be, because she was already half out of the water because she was pulled up by Christian. Her bunk is going to be that she's going to basically somersault back into the water over Natalia.
With your hair being gripped?
Yeah.
How long is Willow's hair?
Long.
Alright, I'll give it a point.
I mean, that's her hair. The length. It's pretty long. Okay. So that is what would that be as a realm? Nature or prop? Fae?
I'm gonna go with her. But you're maneuvering the water?
Yeah, so nature, I take it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that is 5 dice, difficulty 7. One success.
Okay, so the water is going to rise and kind of shove Willow away. And her hand is going to loosen from your hair, but she's not far from you. Just shoved her back. Natalia, on the other hand, as she is like pushed back, is going to open her mouth and growl, and the black ichor from her neck is going to drip down her mouth into the water, and it's going to start sizzling. There's a toxic reaction happening between the wine and this tar.
Oh fuck.
As because you are the closest, you are going to feel this, and I'm not going to make you roll for it. Barring the fact that she is very much dead looking, there is something incredibly wrong with Natalia's being. Her normal black and yellow fuzz stripes look like they're decaying from your very eyes. She is dying from the inside as she tries to grab you one more time. I'm gonna make a roll for that.
Okay.
I do apologize ahead of time because, well, I made a good sheet for Natalia. So, I'm sorry.
It's fine, yo. It's fine. I mean, at least we're in the water, so I'm a little bit in favor here.
Okay. So she reaches for Willow and she jumps, but she misses Willow and she kind of hits the wall behind Willow. She doesn't have her usual balance. To Christian?
Yep.
You're up next.
Okay. He's in the space of all this happening. His face is twisted from amiable basic as he reaches out to pull Willow out of the pool, and then look of shock as she then somersaults back into the pool, and all of the aforementioned happens. He just takes a step back for a moment, and then he beats one fist over his chest and starts reciting a couple of names that are dear to him. Elodie Villeneuve, Lionthorn, and that's a bunk for Dragon's Ire 5.
Ooh. Yeah, let me see that. I'm gonna let you have two. Wait, are you saying this out loud as you're beating your chest?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you have two.
We're not in a freehold, are we?
No.
Okay.
We're near one, but unfortunately not in one. One, two, three. Okay. And you said Dragon's Ire 5?
Yeah,
Just get
that's
confused.
the successes are gonna give me extra dice to add to my dice pools, but I didn't get very good on that roll.
No, you didn't. That's why I'm scrolling back. Apologies because my PDF is. Ah, there we go. Beautiful. All right. No, you didn't get enough successes to get extra. What were you tuning it to yourself? You're using chipping the iron, so what were you attuning this to?
He could have either cast it on himself or Willow, I guess. But I was thinking of casting it on myself.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to just a one success for it then.
Okay, so one extra dice to whatever dice pool.
Yeah. Because it wasn't a particular one. So what dice will we be using? Attack, damage, soaking.
Oh, does that take effect this turn?
Well, for the next turn, so I can write it down.
Oh, we'll just say soak.
Okay, that's smart, actually. Next on the list is Aldwin.
Aldwin is going to reach for his clothes, grab something from his pocket. How far out of the water is she?
She's literally by the wall underneath you. She tried to jump at Willow, but she missed, so she hit the edge of the pool. The pool's not very deep, so she's standing.
Okay. He's going to take one of the venom soaked daggers and kind of chuck it at her.
You're actively throwing it, throwing it?
Throwing it.
Alright, let me see.
Would you like me to roll?
Yes, please, I would like you to roll. One second, let me load you up. I'm definitely gonna have a melee. I might do. Yeah, it's a dagger, so I'm gonna have you do melee dexterity.
Mhm. Mm, actually, is talking a free action?
Yes.
He will turn to sharp. Uh, if you can, make sure nobody hears what's about to happen. So,
Sharp will nod.
and with that is okay.
I feel like it's a time trial now. It's just that Theodis is just giving you a very generous time frame because of how slow he is.
1, 2,
Don't worry.
3, 4, 5. 5 to hit.
Going to react. I'm gonna try it.
I haven't done damage yet, so you know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna roll to see if she can get out of the way though.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit.
Alright.
You hit her right in between the juncture of her collarbone and neck. So more black ichor starts to pour out faster.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and she has to make a stamina check. She is stunned for what's her stamina?
She's stamina 4.
She's stunned for 4 rounds.
Right. Mr. Sharp is going to rush out to keep any guests from interfering. Because he figures, Alduin's got it. He trusts Alduin. And he's going to spy Theodius and Miss Rossi, kind of try to bar them from joining.
Cool, can we see what's going on?
No, unfortunately, one of our guests is sick. If you would please, going to be exiting the event in a few moments. And as soon as Genevieve hears the sick, the presentation is going to kind of start to wrap up very quickly. Is that all it takes is one sick guest to ruin a party, particularly when people were swimming together in.
Quick question. You might not, because I am not good at mage things and rules, but can you use Correspondence 1 to scry on a place?
To what?
Scry.
To scry on a place.
Gosh, I think you can.
That would be correspondence to my dove.
Oh, correspondence 2.
Damn it.
1 is for sites, 2 is for minor things like scrying.
Okay, then I have another idea. Because I do have forces, and this is something I always wanted to do with forces. Sound is effectively energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if I could use either forces 1 or 2. I'm not sure if it'd be 1 or 2. I know it's not 3 because it's not significant enough, but to basically perceive the sound waves and effectively translate what's happening.
translate how? Decipher what Mr. Sharp is telling you to find the truth?
Yeah, I guess the closest way to interpret it is like I'm trying to tap into. It would be like trying to tap into a radio wave, but instead it's a series of sound waves. It's like trying to tune into a radio, basically, is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So basically, you're trying to decipher what he had said into what he actually means. Is
No,
what I'm getting.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on, where the sound is coming from.
Oh, okay. You're trying to see what the sound is going on behind him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not trying to use it on him. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with all the racket back there, because that's clearly a lot of noise, a lot of violent noise.
All right. I'm not the mage ST, but I'm gonna say roll for it.
Okay. I'm just gonna assume it's why is Discord being suck. Let me reload Discord real quick.
And I do have a mage ST watching, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see what they say.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm basically just trying to kind of tune into the sound waves like a radio frequency.
Forces, right?
That's forces, yeah. I'm just reconnecting to Discord. I'm not sure if it's being very nice. Okay, it's not being very nice, I think. Okay, I may need someone to roll for me. It's just 3 dice, difficulty 5, and I'll just spend a willpower for safety's sake.
Give me a sec. I'm waiting for their answer.
Okay. Because I always thought of forces you could just tune into local radio stations with magic.
Yes, but it's okay, he says it should take forces too.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Would you like me to roll for you?
Yeah, Discord's not cooperating again.
All right, dear. What am I rolling? Give me the dice pool.
Just 3 dice.
3 dice. And you want me to write down that you're using willpower?
Yeah, this should be difficulty 5 if forces 2.
Okay. Okay. You said 3 dice?
Oh wait.
Right?
Oh wait.
You're RT 3, right?
No, I actually have no, it's too late. Just go with it. Yeah. So I'll take 3. So 3 dice, difficulty 5, we'll pass that.
Okay. All right, you've got 2 successes.
Nice.
It would be 3 with the willpower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 successes with the willpower. So you definitely hear fighting and like crowding, and you hear the seek of something piercing someone.
Okay. All right. Is there any way Theodis can just double off to get outside? I assume this will take at least a couple turns.
I mean, you can definitely do your best to get people outside. Genevieve is slowly, having the guests part when she heard the word sick.
Okay. Yeah, Theodis just wants to get out of people's sight, or get out of the sight of any cameras, because what he wants to do with Forces 3 now is because he thinks the one way he'd be able to get past these people, or be able to get past Sharp, would be to bend the light and sound around him so that he is effectively visible. Which I think you can do with Forces 3.
You know what I'll do, because I have to go to, what Luna will do, because I have to go to bed, is she'll help by getting people outside by saying she'll be signing autographs outside with that Fame 5,
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
No, no.
Right.
Good night.
Yeah, he just wants to get outside. Because obviously he can't turn onto the wall publicly. That would look horrible and invoke a lot of parallels. So he basically just wanted to invisibility cloak himself, but that's presumably going to be in at least a 10 from him. He's already used a spell, so.
You kind of cut out at the end there, Bishop. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's no problem. Yeah, I just assumed that this would take place a turn after I've used my shearing spell.
Okay.
So I'll just let everybody else go first, because it would be first board RTA rolls.
So Violet's next. Cam. Cam.
You can say that she holds her action and she can just pop in when she gets back.
Oh, she actually said she was BRB. All right. My apologies. Willow.
Yes. So, that is black stuff coming out of Natalia, and I think what I want to use, Willow wants to use like Spring 3 to kind of see if she can, stop that poison. She's gonna is there anything sharp nearby?
Not necessarily. Well, Anthony, we.
Kim is back.
Okay.
Kim, it's your turn. Kim.
All right, Anthony. Just to ask, there's nothing sharp in the pool, right? Because you designed it. I don't believe there would be anything sharp.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Except for like the dagger in her neck.
In her neck, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too far away.
You don't want to give Natalia a hug?
No,
She loves the 3 girl.
Yes, and I hope that she will love again and not die. God damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to come up with a good bunk for healing the poison. Yeah, no, she's just gonna bite open her arm, and is gonna let her blood kind of mix with the water, thereby also mixing it with like the poison that's in the water, and hopefully also reaching Natalia. And that's gonna be her bunk for Spring 3.
All right. I'm gonna give you 2 points.
Okay.
I'm generous.
Yay. What realm will I have to use with this? I'm trying to heal Natalia, so I guess Faye?
Yes.
Oh, we're healing her? Oh, never mind.
No, I'm trying to cure her from the poison that she kind of got from like because she was leaking black ooze before you stabbed her.
Fair enough.
So that's like the poison that I'm trying to cure her of. That is 3 successes.
All right. No. As Lo throws this cantrip into the water and it flows softly, trying to counteract with the black ichor, it's going to curdle. You've never seen anything like this outside of rotten milk, but it clumps and it oozes, and the wine starts to shiver. Natalia starts jerking back and forth. Her body is shuddering, and the black tar just can't stop dripping. It drops. Her body drops into the water. Her eyes are gonna roll back, and she's just gonna be submerged in it.
Can I catch her? I mean, I don't know if we're out of initiative, like, at this point, but, Willow is in the water, and she would try and keep Natalia alive.
Would anyone stop her?
Are we still in initiative?
No, you're out of initiative.
Yeah, he's gonna try to stop Willow because no, stop that.
The wine is sizzling and it's hot to touch. Be highly suggested if Willow actually were to be getting out of the water, because that black is starting to spread.
Get out of the
Yeah,
water.
Still, like, Willow wants to save Natalia.
I'm gonna try to fucking drag Willow out.
Christian is close enough, so he'll help Alduin pull Willow forcibly out of the water.
Yes, do this.
I mean, are we going to make a post rolls for that? Because
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yes.
Because
Okay.
you don't understand. I'm more than happy to kill another character.
I know.
But
So
that's
make that
like-
roll.
You also, like, I am more than happy to sacrifice another character to
No.
do what the character feels right.
No, denied. Someone save her ass. I still have use for you.
So opposing
Can I ask you,
Senpa.
are you killing
Well,
your
it's just-
again?
No, I'm not killing. I'm trying to save someone else. So is that Dex Athletics I need to roll to get away from
Yeah,
them?
Death Athletics for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Dex. Yeah, Death Athletics for all three. Christian and Alduin are trying to grab her. Crazy girl here is trying to stay in the water.
Oh.
And it's standard diff, right?
Yeah, standard diff 6.
So for me, it's 4. Ooh, wow. Yeah, no, there's no way. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Alright. I'm just trying to.
You see my roll? Like, I know I got.
Gentlemen, do you mind if I describe it? Gentlemen, do you mind if I
Go
describe
ahead.
it? Okay. As what was Natalia starts to ooze into this former beautiful wine, Alduin and Sir Christian are both going to lean into the water as Willow reaches for Natalia and hoist her up. They're holding her as if they're cradling her. One has her legs, the other has her arms, and they're going to throw her away from the water. All three of them moving swiftly from it as the pool becomes a sitting well of ink, and you hear the bubbling of Lexis, and nothing but one thing. There is going to be a white strip of paper in the middle of this black ichor with an address. And you're more than welcome to see what it says.
I'm sticking my hand in that.
I mean, that's what you have, like, these nets for. Like every pool
All
has
right,
these nets.
man.
Yeah, no,
Water
they're
and
nuts.
stuff.
Do you actually want to put your hand in there? I'm sorry.
No.
Do you want to?
No, stop it. Like, I get the net. Like,
Okay.
I don't actually touch the paper. I kind of drop it on the floor.
Okay. On the paper, it says Hiltshire Road. I still have the others. And there's going to be a smiley face. There's going to be a smiley face on the bottom. And nothing else. And that's it. It's just everything that it says on the letter. Mr. Sharp's gonna come running towards you guys and kind of look at the black ink in the pool and look at the paper. What did I miss? The guests are all gone.
Willow is screaming, by the way.
Oh, she's actively screaming. Okay, he's gonna try to calm her down.
I think this has something to do with the captives.
Captives.
A previous issue that the kingdom has been trying to deal with. It seems that they were trying to start a bit of a commotion, but thankfully we were able to save the Baroness from an untimely fate that Natalia seems to have suffered.
Quick question: can I hear this, given my forces to effect?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
You're
can
going
you
to hear
hear it
bits and
over
pieces.
Willow's screams?
That is also
You're gonna
true.
hear Willow screaming, and you're going to hear Natalia and kidnapping, but not much else.
Okay. I would just like to do the invisibility thing now, so I can be a nasty spy.
Ooh, go ahead.
3d10. He will invoke a foci. He will mutter an incantation in ecclesiastical Latin, and he will make a hand gesture as he bends the light around himself and mutes the sound that his Kana's footsteps and his clothes make. And yeah, but unfortunately, because this was being so cruel, I may need to. I'll see if it works again, but it's probably not. Oh, it's working again. Okay. Let's make the roll then real quick. Okay. Yeah, I get enough successes to turn invisible.
Sweet.
And yeah, so Theodus effectively turns invisible. He becomes completely silent as well. And he will just kind of head towards where all the commotions went down, just so he can listen in. Not really do much else. Well, he does take a look at the black pool when he gets there, because he still has prime sight up.
You're not sure how the hell you didn't see this. It is heavy. It is wrong. It sticks to your eyesight like it would stick to your soul. It hurts to look at. And you're not sure why. It's all sorts of wrong, but you can't put your finger on it. You would know this again if you were to ever see this. It's so familiar to kind of deep feeling of hate that you felt with others. People who were tainted. It's got that familiar feeling, but not as powerful. Something you taste in the air rather than in your meal.
Okay. He'll just wait for the time being.
We have to get her out.
We will at some point, but
Not when she's dead.
we're not going in back in that, if that's what you mean.
Then some other way.
I can see about having one of my assistants who is a little bit more accepting. Not exactly dreamer. It's kin to me. We can try and fish her out. My lady, I don't believe there's anything in there else.
If she's still alive, then we are going to get her out.
If she's still alive.
But we don't know that if she's under the water or whatever that is.
It's not something any of us should touch. I'm going to have someone check it out for us. In the meantime, my lady, I think everyone here
Nope.
should probably wash up. Maybe burn the bathing suits.
With Prime Sight, can I perceive the person they're talking about inside the pool?
Do you have Prime Sight up? Still?
Yep. Yeah.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing in there. Okay.
There's absolutely nothing there.
Okay.
Mr. Sharp is just kind of going to look at Alduin over Willow's head, because they're both much taller than she is, because Willow is tiny. And he's going to look at her, and he's going to look at Alduin, and he's got the saddest eyes. He knows that there's nothing there anymore.
He'll give him the same sad expression. Is Saoirse still here?
Yes,
Saoirse,
probably. She was with Void Frost, so they are probably now by the pool as well. Unless they were also ushered out.
They were probably ushered out.
He will
we could probably have Saoirse come back in looking for Willow.
He'll probably call for Saoirse. Saoirse.
Yep, she would come back in.
In your absence, I believe that acting as someone from Void Frost, you should escort Willow back home.
She would nod and go over to Willow. Oh, buddy.
Oh, that's made of sad. What?
And then with that, he is going to send we can't afford. I'm not going to throw any more magic at this, but what I will do is a scene chicanery effect.
All right.
Hide this like location. So like, yeah, I have scene 2. Scene 2 would be enough to keep this location away from like normal people from like stumbling into this.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Say, Maya, is there a body in the pool to actually target with any sort of cantrip?
Nope.
I thought not.
With willpower, that's 2 successes.
All right. There's going to be a shimmer, and for anyone who walks about from the Grey World, or who does not have Prime Sight up, there's absolutely nothing there. It will bubble so that no one will even notice the party that is next to the pool is even standing there.
It's just enough just to keep this location with the pool, not anything around it, just the location with the pool.
Yes, but since you guys are close to the pool,
Mm-hmm.
You guys are like 3 feet next to the pool. It's gonna bubble around that. So
That's
no one
fine.
will look at you weird for being in swim trunks.
Gotcha.
Sorry, what did I miss?
He hit the pool and he asked Saoirse to escort you home.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, no. Not yet. Willow would just look at the note and it's like, what's with the note?
He's going to tell you very firmly, you're violating my hospitality. Go home, Willow.
She'll push her lips together, looking upset. I suppose we'll talk later then.
Well,
And Saoirse will offer her arm to Willow.
Yeah, she'll take it and we'll leave, apparently.
Christian, Violet, we have reports to make, and Sharp, we have reports to make. Let's go.
Christian is just standing by the pool looking at the disgusting black tar and shaking his head at the loss of the beautiful pool he was swimming in. When you speak to him, he turns, nods wearily, and then starts off just to go get dried off and changed back into his clothes.
Violet will turn to God, I can't remember. Alduin. I
Mm-hmm.
remembered. She will nod and say, "Give me a moment." She will go get dressed.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're free to end our scene. No one has anything else? All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little garden party. Who knows? Maybe we'll have more. Good night.
Night.